We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah.
That's the bad that you made, that's the bad that you made, yeah. Ay, yeah, bad that you made, that's the bad that you made.
Aye, Katie, let's go.
All hell King Darius.
That's a bad that you made,
that's the bad that you made.
That's a bad that you laid.
That's the bad that you laid.
What kind of game is you playing?
What kind of game is you playing?
We go hard in the paint,
we go hard in the paint, chill.
What the fuck is you saying?
What the fuck is you saying?
I only go where they pay.
I only go where they pay.
What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies. You children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in the paint, the harder I play. Nigga, I'm like Harden on James, a problem to face. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, just look in my eyes. Nigga, you can do what you need, I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have, just look at your life. Nothing about it sacred to me, it's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind, it's not worth the fight. Nigga, yeah, I'm out of my mind, I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did.
Yeah, you did what you did.
Give a fuck about intentions.
Don't give a fuck about intentions.
You can watch what I do.
You can watch what I do.
Just stay the fuck out my mentions.
Stay the fuck out my mentions.
That's a bad that you made.
That's the bad that you made.
That's a bad that you laid.
That's the bad that you laid.
What kind of game is you playing?
What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill.
What the fuck is you saying?
What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. That's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard
this shit crazy.
Friends, whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds, hell not to new friends, whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds, hell not to new friends, whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds, hell not to new friends, whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. My day ones know I post up, so just come through. If you say nothing, you glow up, she can come too. Can't say nothing when he choked up, so just cut him loose. We stay calm when we froze up, that's what diamonds do. Yeah, new island, stay coasting. Can't find it, stay ghosting. My silence is smoking, outshining the ghosting. Headlining the show then, reclining my throne and fine dining, you know it. Deep diving that road, I'm the ruler, I'm known. All of my shooters stay closed, all of my jewelry cold, all of my Ubers are dope. Lex Luthor my role model, one queen and I throw models. So wet that I need goggles, all business and no drama. Cause all I really need is people commas. And all these days is sons. Cause all you niggas dogs no commas. So don't apologize, y'all. You see them still, nigga, just hustle. Cause I'm the real nigga, just hustle. You just hustle. Waiting for my downfall, waiting for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends, they praying for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends. Said hell nah, the new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah to new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah to new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Hell nah to new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds. Said what you want, let me know, I'ma throw you bone, then watch you go. You didn't even believe in this shit, you tried it once and then you choke. Cause y'all stay sleeping and I stay woke, making racks and y'all still broke. Sipping on that Henny Coke, y'all laughing, I ain't telling jokes. That's real talk and that time that's ticking, that's real clock. You heard that clipping, that's real Glock. Your life is slipping, that's real shock. My wrist is dripping, that's real watch. My crew stay whipping, that's real mock. My clothes stay dripping, that's real swatch. If you ain't gonna dip, you can still watch, that's real talk, my nigga, Like Afro Man wrote a Coupe de Ville, my nigga, Like Sam Crow, but I'm real grim, my nigga, All this cash flow, but I can't swim, my nigga, Out in Buffalo, let's meet at 10s, my nigga, Whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds, hell nah, the new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds, hell nah, the new friends. Waiting for my downfall, waiting for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends, they praying for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends. Said hell nah, the new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds, hell nah, the new friends. Whole lot of new money, whole lot of new bands, all kind of new hundreds, hell nah, the new friends. Praying for my downfall, waiting for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends, they praying for my downfall. Hell nah, the new friends. Said hell nah, the new friends.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. Here's 4th of July.
Sir. Go to the fucking gym.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 29 hundo and 80 schwamos of Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 flexing on all you
It's the fucking
Happy 4th of July, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the hot weather. I hope you are enjoying your time off. If you haven't, welcome, come one, come all. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share the show with your friends, people that need to go to the fucking gym. It is 2981, and we're going to jump right into today's episode. Make sure you check out swolenormousx.com. If you're thinking about joining the fam, this weekend ends Sunday at midnight. Got some major specials going on over there. swolenormousx.com. Join the fam today. We do have an amazing, epic app coming later this summer where you are going to get access to all of your favorite customizable programs, including over 400 yoga and mobility classes, master classes, instructional video library. There's so many amazing features where you can be able to access all your favorite content inside Swolenormous X through this app, plus amazing benefits within the app. So fantastic. Be a part of the Swole fam. Lock your membership down now, swolenormousx.com. Let's get into today's episode. Let's jump right into the tip. Today, of course, we are making America swole because it is the 4th of July. So that being said, let's get right up into that tip. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, fam, let's get into a couple Swole fam posts to kick us off. Then we'll get into some questions and some balls deep content. First post today is from Gina in the Facebook group. Hey, everyone, I'm new here. Well, welcome to the fam, Gina. What are y'all's goals? I want to increase mobility and decrease body fat. I'm at 29% right now. Happy to be a part of this group. Happy to have you with us, Gina. Thank you for sharing and welcome to the Swole fam. Mark is rocking his fuck average shirt, and this post has a lot of go to fucking gym. You forgot some T's there. Mark says, the only thing going through my head wearing this was go to fucking gym, or maybe you're doing caveman mode. Go to fucking gym. Go to fucking gym. Hi, how are you? Go to the fucking gym. I think I made someone upset with the word fuck because, or I think, where is this? I think I made someone upset with it because the word fuck was just plaster on the front, but I don't care. I'm there to put in the goddamn work. Yeah, I guess some people get offended. I don't know. You put an asterisk over the U and then all of a sudden, oh my God, it's like a pasty over the nipple. Oh my God, there's no nudity. There's a little sticker over the nipple. So anyone that gets offended by saying a swear word really needs to get their shit together. It's not that big of a deal. Get over it. Good for you, Mark. Nice shirt, nice muscles, sick gains. Sandra, is doing a face transformation. Crazy what 3 months of good habits can change a face. And I agree. Looking great, much better. Looking much better. So let's get a little wow. 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 Another one. Wow. Maybe sure you can.
Oh, you can!
Looking great, Sandra. Keep up the amazing work and keep getting those sun on your nips. Keep making gains. Keep eating healthy. And looking forward to seeing the next 3 months. Lisa says training has been solid, but I'm eating like a beesh. No excuses. Dialing nutrition in this week. Hashtag consistency. People, nutrition is the easiest thing. It's easy. I'm not even going to say it's simple, but it's not easy. No, it's easy. You just do it. That's it. Just do it. Maybe it's a Band-Aid. You got to pull it right off, but either you do it or you don't. You stay consistent or you don't. You're eating properly or you're not. You're eating delicious, nutritiously dense food or you're not. You are or you aren't. So lock it down. We're here for you. But let's not keep falling off, right? Let's not keep falling off and making excuses as if it is excusable, as if you can't just make better decisions. So meditation, mindfulness, preparation, doing these things in advance, locking your shit down. That way those issues are not even possible to happen. Melissa says, hey, Papa, my biggest struggle right now is sleep. It's been 6 months since my dad passed away. My sleep pattern got better after that, and now it's dicey again, waking up every few hours. Grief is weird. Getting up at 0:30 to train means I need quality sleep. I need to cut blue light out sooner and turn all my lamps and lights red, which is the next step. Thank you for all that you do for the fam and the Swole world. Hashtag Accountability Monday and Swole fam. So I hear you. I'm sorry to hear about your dad, and you definitely need quality sleep. So cutting out the blue light sooner, getting off your phone, getting your room dark, cold. Red lights are great at night. Blue lights really do fuck you up at night, even if you turn them on for a few seconds. Like, it does shock them, but you're not supposed to see those things. Your brain does not know where the light is coming from. So just understand that. Your brain does not know, oh, it's an artificial light. I'm just in my closet. Your body doesn't know where this blue light is coming from, and those photoreceptors are going to react accordingly, and it's going to you're going to feel thirsty, you're going to feel hungry, you're going to have all these other sensations because your body's thinking, okay, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm all disoriented, I need some energy, I need some food, I need yada, yada, yada. And of course, if you go to bed and then you just turned off your TV, some people, not necessarily Melissa, but some people have their TV in their bedroom, which is probably the worst possible thing you can do. And they turn off TV and they lay down, they think they're just going to fall right asleep. If they're absolutely exhausted, which is not good, they might fall asleep, but they're not going to get deep quality sleep. And a lot of people have issues because of that kind of flashing light and sound and bright lights. And they still have all these bright lights in their phone and Wi-Fi next to their head and all these things plugged in right under their bed. And they're surrounding themselves with tons of EMFs and Wi-Fi signal and blinking LEDs and stuff like that. So when I say it all out like that, I'm sure it sounds nasty, which it is. It is. It's light pollution. It's sound pollution. There's lots of pollution in our world, and it's not just outside. It's a lot of things that we bring into our house, whether it's sound, whether it's light, and all these different things that are not supposed to be there that can negatively affect our health and our progress. Okay, email. Go outside. I really do think you should go outside today, but of course today it's hot as shit outside. So you go outside, but go outside for a little bit. Rufus and me and all the dogs went outside, and he peed and pooped, and they peed and pooped, but then come back in. Hot. So we're in the office right now because it's cool, and I have the AC on blast in here. So Everyday Debbie says, we spend a lot of time outside. I live on the central Gulf Coast in Texas. One of my benches sits where it's almost always in the sun when I'm working out. Ooh, you got to put a towel on that thing. That's going to melt your skin off. And with all the work we do on our little ranch, we are in the sun a lot. We will wear long pants, long sleeves with our necks covered in a hat. If we don't, we burn. Makes sense. Also helps protect from barbed wire cutting into our skin because it hurts like hell. Have a lot of scars from it. I don't mind a few minutes in the sun, but the prolonged exposure is a problem. Yeah, if you're getting sun and you don't have sunblock on and this, that, and the other, look, people ask me, I mean, I don't wear that stuff. I go out in the sun, but I also don't lay there and cook and I'm not laying there with one of those mirror reflectors so I can get sun on my face. I'm not out there cooking like a steak or a piece of meat. because you're gonna fuck yourself up. So I go outside, get some sun, and when I get hot, I just go in the shade or I come inside. It's not that complicated. So you don't have to put on and slather all these chemicals on your body. You can just go out there for a little bit and then you can come back in. All right. If you want to get on the email list, make sure you go to makeemailswoleagain.com. Let's get into some knowledge. Let's get some America again. It's America season. It's America Day. Happy birthday, America. Let's take some questions. If you got live questions, hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Question from Instagram. We have from JW1970 Chevelle. Papa Swolio, what's the best thing for your beard to grow fuller? Good genetics and good nutrition. Answer this question a lot. I appreciate people that are like, hey, you have good hair, you have good skin, you have good nails. It starts with the nutrition. And of course, you can take care of the hair. You can use jojoba oil and castor oil, and you can use these different beard oils. Pick one that you like. But, taking care of your skin, taking care of your nutrition is going to be paramount. You're going to have shitty beard. You're going to have shitty hair quality, and everything's going to be gnarly if you're not healthy. Everything looks sickly on someone when they don't take care of themselves. And once you start eating properly, start taking care of yourself, it stands out, and you know exactly. Wait a second. Did the stream stop? No. Hold on a second. Is the Rumble stream on? It says it's streaming. Wait a tick. 68. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, it says it's streaming. It says people waiting. Okay, no, but it's here. Okay, good. I don't know. Hold on a second. Why is it not working? It says it's streaming. Hold on a second. It says viewers waiting. I was wondering why there weren't more people on there. Oh, that's whack. It says it's streaming. Holy shit. So people don't know that I've been live this whole time? What? Yeah, I'm just pausing for a second. 60. So it's just not working? Because I definitely uploaded the stream. The stream is here. It's live. It's plugged in. Everything's updated. Huh. Hold on a second. That's super weird. That's super weird. It says begin streaming by July 12th. What is that all about? All right, just pausing for a second. No Rumble. It's everything's in like I normally stream. That's super weird. That's super weird. That's never happened before. It says waiting for stream. Maybe if I turn it off and turn it back on. Yeah, that's super weird. Oh, the stream is up. The stream is ready. So everyone's probably that's why the number was there and it was kind of like dwindling. I'm like, okay, no one's watching on. That's a bummer. All right, we can pause for a second. I'm just going to try to figure this out. So bear with me. If you have any questions, you could drop it live. I'm just going to literally try to figure this out quick. Yeah, it's definitely streaming. It's absolutely streaming. Maybe it's just not working, I guess, which is weird. Rumble usually works just fine. Huh. All right, so we're going to... Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, we got people in the Telegram chat. Can you guys... Yeah, could you guys not get into Rumble? Is it working at all? Because just so you guys know, just to pause for a second. So I'm gonna kill the Rumble stream. We're still live in the Daily Swole Telegram chat, and we're on YouTube. I prefer to stream on Rumble, but let's I'm fine doing this during the live stream because I didn't even know it wasn't streaming. I just noticed that chats weren't popping up on Rumble. Is it just not loading up? Because I have my stream key in. Everything's done like normal. No, I'm just asking what happens when you guys load up. Like, is Rumble working, period? Because I have the stream in. I'm streaming to it. It's just not showing up there. It's showing up on my other app. It's showing up on YouTube. So I know it's not on me. I'm not doing it wrong. It showed a short. Yeah, Rumble's great. Rumble's great. It's never done this before. It's really consistent. There's nothing else I know. There's nothing else I know to do to fix it. Yeah, that's not good because I have it connected and I have it all. All right, so I'm killing the stream. We're going to keep on moving on. All right, closing that out. We'll stick to... Yeah, all right. Next question. Let's see. Josiah, 3 of 7, MDF 11. How do calorie deficits work? Still kind of confused. All right. How do calorie deficits work? The amount of energy that you consume to maintain your body weight and your mass. If you want to lose mass, you have to eat less. So that's how it works. But I'm not a fan of just the calories in, calories out, because what you eat, the quality of the food matters. So it matters a lot, actually. So there's a lot of other factors there as well, but energy balance still matters also. There's a lot of calorie calculators and stuff out there, but bottom line, if you're gaining weight, you're eating in a surplus. You're losing weight, you're in a deficit. But just because you're gaining or losing doesn't mean it's muscle mass. So muscle mass needs proper stimulus, et cetera, et cetera. Rufus, on your place. Bilal is still alive. Very good to know. Papa, I'm feeling muscle cramps. How to get over them? You're probably deficient in magnesium. Most people are magnesium deficient. So I would try an electrolyte. Magnesium glycinate is great for muscle cramps. And just an electrolyte product might be good for you, but magnesium glycinate is great for muscle cramps. Ricardo Salazar, MD. Papa Swolio, I'm overweight. Back hurts. Thinking maybe a gastric sleeve helps. Is this a joke? Just because we talked about it yesterday. You're overweight, your back hurts. Thinking maybe a gastric sleeve helps. I hope that's a troll because that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You're overweight and your back hurts. So I think I'm going to staple my stomach or cut into my body. No, it's a terrible idea. You need to make proper habitual change. So that's an insane proposition. You need to eat properly, lift weights, start exercising more, follow the 7 pillars. Join us over at swolenormousx.com. Don't just start cutting into your body because you can't change your fucking habits. Danny Fo Danny, improving test. I'm assuming not your test scores. You want to improve, I guess, your testosterone. You could start with proper nutrition, lifting weights, and getting quality sleep. The 7 pillars will improve your testosterone, but everyone's different, and there's other reasons for it. But there's a lot of environmental factors and endocrine disruptors, and it's going to come down to a lot to the food and to sleep habits and stress levels and stuff for sure. All right. Any questions? I'm looking through again on these other chats because I got distracted with the Rumble thing, which is that's insane. That's insane that wasn't working. That's really weird. That's really, really, really weird. Let's see. So apologies for anyone that might be missing the show. Can you guys go and let's see. Let's see. I got sent out a text. Daily Swole Telegram chat. Yeah, I'm not gonna send a text right now. Forget it. Fuck it. All right. It's okay. It's okay. We pivot. This is why, look, this is why multiple streaming is great. If we're only going to Rumble and it wasn't loading up, I would have noticed it quicker. That's super weird because I did the same thing every time. And the fact that it's streaming to the Telegram and to YouTube also, I have no idea why. NP, Papa Swolio, will 90-day dash burn fat, or is the main goal to develop coordination? Well, nothing is going to burn fat unless you're in a calorie deficit and unless you're, this, that, and the other. You're always utilizing fat. The main goal is to develop, well, how far are you into the program? There's 3 different phases. So it does coordination, endurance, and also hypertrophy. So it depends on where you are in the program. If you're just early on, it might seem like a lot of stabilization stuff, but that's just because you're in the first couple weeks. Anthony Nofke, Papa Zulio, what are your macro numbers you try to hit daily? I feel like we answered this question yesterday or something similar. I don't keep macro numbers. I don't care about my macros at all. I focus on protein and I'll have fat. A lot of the protein that I eat has fat. You're eating eggs, you're going to have protein and fat. Protein and fat should be the main focus. And when you're eating quality proteins, you're going to be getting in fat. So if you're eating steak, you're going to get fat with that too. You're getting protein from raw dairy, you're getting fat from that too. Makes sense, right? Protein and fat go really well together. And then you can fill in the gaps with carbs, with fruit, maybe some white rice, things like that. Carbohydrates that really work well for your body. Some people like dates and different types of fruit. Some people like to tap into some veggies and things like that, vegetables or plant foods that don't bother them. So you have to test those things, but focus on protein and fat. Strom Sea-Watch, Papa Soy, how do I motivate myself to go to the gym again? ... I struggle with it. You don't motivate yourself. You go. You want to go. You want the results? Then you go to the gym. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on that. How do I motivate myself to go to the gym? What do you want? What do you want? Do you want to build muscle? Cool. Then go to the gym. But I don't feel like going. Okay, then don't build muscle. Next. It's really just like that. If you don't want to do it, well, Papa Soy, I want to build a house, but I don't want to build a house. Then don't build a house. Super Poppy 11714. Papa Soy, is diet what makes your body ripped, or is it just lifting and cardio? You're not going to be, well, you can be skinny and lean and like shredded, but you're like at a concentration camp victim. So it's lifting. It's actually not cardio at all. That can help one way or the other. It's good for overall health, but cardio is not going to make you ripped. So it's nutrition, it's lifting. You want to have lean mass. You don't want to just be skin and bones. You need to have muscle, and you need to eat and live in a way that is going to trim extra body fat off your body. All right. Any other questions? Going once, going twice? Let's move on. Balls deep. All right. That's deep. All right. So bummed out that the other stream wasn't working. Let me try to pop it back up. I just opened up the stream again. I want to see it. I want Rumble to tell me to my face. So we're going to go balls deep. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. I want to really see what the fuck is going on with this, because I don't understand. Waiting. I don't understand. I don't know how else to put in the stream key. Maybe one of you could do a Google search and see like if that's something that's been happening. All right. John Hayes, Papa Swoley, did we beat Medicare? We did. We beat it to death. Come on, man. All right. Let's do this. Let's go with Monsieur Freddy Craven on the YouTubes. Let's go this. We're all going to be disabled. Let's see what we got today. Let's have fun.
Disability is coming for all of us, y'all. It's just a matter of time. We could lose our ability due to injury, illness, aging. If we live in our body long enough, we will eventually become disabled. So if you are someone right now in your body that doesn't have the ability to move or engage in certain activities, just know that that is a normative human experience, and it doesn't indicate your worth, your morality, or your goodness. Disability is not an indicator of deficiency. It is a matter of diversity.
Oh my God, I am going to absolutely smash a leg day. I am going to have this cunt's nonsense echoing in my brain. What a pussy victim nonsensical thing to say. Oh my God. What the hell is that all about? So in other words, like, yeah, this is what we do. We're all going to be disabled. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If you had a tragedy and you have a disability because you were born with it and got into a car accident, like there's tragedies and people are dealing with these things. But no, I hardcore disagree. You're beautiful, you're fat and beautiful. You're beautiful just because you exist. You're beautiful just the way you are in your body. No, don't play the victim. Don't listen to this woman. There are people with no arms and legs that are in the gym fucking doing pull-ups and deadlifts and stuff like that. So you can go fuck yourself. Ignore that video. Ignore that video. Let's get America. Come on. It's America Day. We don't listen to victim bullshit. Nonsense. Lacey says, I just saw a video of an 80-year-old jump roping. Yep. Nonsense. She has a punchable face. She does have a punchable face. I agree.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
Is just her face. She does have a face that you just be like, to the moon. To the moon. All right. Let's go to another one. Let's go with PK. PK, who else drop one of these? We got a bunch of people. Sheena, Isabel, Loretta, J. Ree, numero dos, Diego. A lot of people want number 2. Offensive to call someone fat. We're just going to send like 10 or 15 of the Swole fam to the corner. Offensive to call someone fat. Let's go. Let's go, fatty. Talk to me.
Why is it offensive to call someone fat who is fat?
Hello, certified fat person here, and I'm...
Oh, I hate this video already. You ever see a video and pause in the first 3 seconds or 2 seconds like this and just, I need to breathe. I need to pause and be like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this and we're going to do it like this. This is how we're going to do it. Certified fat person here. Can you get a fat certification? I mean, I'll tell you if you're fat. I'll certify you. Let's play it again from the beginning. All right, I'm ready for it now.
Why is it offensive to call someone fat who is fat?
It's
Hello, certified fat person here, and I'm more than happy to answer your question if you really do want an answer.
She is double certified, actually.
Which I'm not so sure you do. To start, I refer to myself as fat, and I don't care if other people refer to me as fat. And that's because I don't see the word fat as a bad word.
Fat.
Even if someone tries to insult me by saying you're fat, my response is yes and.
You're unhealthy and you don't have good habits. You don't take care of yourself. You don't have discipline. You don't lift weights and eat properly. Otherwise, you wouldn't be fat. There's a lot of things there. Look, it's one thing to be fat and it's one thing to defend it as if it's some sort of honor and good thing. Okay? There's a big difference. I'm not saying this to anyone who's like trying hard. There's members in the Swole fam that you're fat, but you're not delusional. You're not a victim. You're getting after it. You're changing things. Like I have body fat too. We all have body fat. You're supposed to. You're not going to have 0% body fat unless you're dead. So I'm not saying you have to be shredded to the bone. What I'm saying is if you don't take care of yourself, that's going to be the outcome. You're very likely going to be fat. If you're fat, you do not take care of yourself. Period. End of story.
It took a lot of work to get to this point, and that's because
a lot of donuts to get to this point? Is that what you said? Hold on a second. Did you say it takes a lot of donuts? Hold on. I have a
jelly donut.
I haven't used that one in a while. Okay, let's do it again.
It took a lot of work to get. My response is yes and. If someone tries to insult me by saying you're fat, my response is yes and. It took a lot of work to get to this point, and that's because, like many other words in our language, the word fat has a dark history where it has been used to belittle, insult, and dehumanize. So for a lot of people, it's very difficult to shake this history when they hear the word fat. And if you want the word fat to be used in the same way as skinny, thin, fit, then you need to use it in a way that's not derogatory, which quite frankly, you did not do in your video. So
fat. It's not derogatory unless you take it as that. Look, this is just honestly, if you want your feelings hurt, you're going to find a way to get your feelings hurt. That's it. If you want your feelings hurt, you're going to find a way for your feelings to be hurt.
Someone you deem fat prefers to refer to their body as curvy or plus size, they have every reason in the world to do so, and you need to respect it. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. So this is where, I mean, it was off the rails at the beginning. So if someone you deem fat prefers to refer to their body as curvy or plus size, they have every reason and you need to respect it. Oh, so you're compelling my speech. So I have to say things that only people like. No. That's where you're wrong again. So
go fuck yourself.
I understand. This is the grift. This is the compassionate grift. I'm like, oh, you have to take the word back. And if you use it in a certain way, but if this person doesn't want it, then you can't use that word because they don't. You say whatever you want. If someone's be offended, they're going to find a way to be offended. And that's the problem with today's culture, right? You can be offended by anything. It's so easy to be offended if you're looking for it. So a word does not offend. There's no such thing as hate speech. I'll say that again. There's no such thing as hate speech. Can you define something as hate speech and then be like, there is something. Look, I call this hate speech and that's hateful. So that's hate speech. Okay. But there really is none. It's just speech you don't like. And that's the problem. You start having things like hate speech laws. And I don't think we should have any laws against speech, period, because it's that slippery slope where you just keep on adding things. Well, that's hateful. That's hate speech. That's against this. And then all that is just sounds that come out of a person's mouth. It's just sounds that come out of a mouth. If you don't like what that person is saying, then stop listening to that person. And if people do not like that language, they will not spend time with that person. If other people do like that, then they might spend, then you have different people that use different things and talk in different ways and use different languages. Fine. But I do not think there should be any laws like that because you don't have free speech if there's some speech that's deemed as hateful that you can't say. And I'm not saying that you should say it because I'm not saying you should actively go out and hurt people's feelings. I mean, I don't care about, the feelings, who cares? But you get my point. I'm not saying you should actually go out with the intent to be hateful. That's just not being a good person, but that should be corralled by society, by culture. You could be shunned. You can be like, no, you're not getting that. No, you're a bad person. I don't want to be around you. You're not going to have any friends or this, that, and the other. So that already happens, but it's just speech you don't like. And that's the problem, is that it doesn't matter who you are, whoever's in power, these types of laws and these types of slippery slopes, they're just going to erode and add other things to that thing, right? You can't talk about this. You can't talk about that. Now you can't say in that context, well, that's hate speech. If you call a man a woman when the fucking person is a goddamn woman, well, that's hateful. So it's hate speech now to not use your preferred pronoun. You see what I mean? It's like, this is the shit that we're dealing with. So you have the choice to be offended. I can say, poo-poo wee-wee doo-doo. If Rufus wants to get offended by that, well, you get offended by poo-poo wee-wee doo-doo. I shouldn't say poo-poo wee-wee doo-doo, but I did. So it's your choice to be offended by it. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a couple comments here. Space Shuttle Door Gunner. People are offended because they are ashamed of being fat, but deny it because they don't want to accept responsibility for their failures and bad choices. Yeah. All right. So anyway, if you're fat, then don't be fat anymore. And if you're not fat, then here's the funny thing. People call each other fat and names that aren't even true. You'll call your friend, or I guess your friend, but like you'll call someone names and it's not even true. You'll call someone fat. Oh, come on, you fat ass. And they're not fat, actually. So it's all how you use the language. And if someone wants to be offended, then let them be offended. I'm not going to change my language, or I'm not going to bend reality just because you don't want to stop eating cake. All right. This is called, Ooh, let's go. I saw this online, but I didn't watch it. So I'm glad it's in the folder. This is called Fuck 4th of July. Yeah, fuck 4th of July.
Go fuck yourself.
No, 4th of July rocks. All right, let's watch this and then we'll wrap up. This is called Fuck 4th of July. Who's ready to get amped? Yeah? Who's ready to get offended? How dare he? He called. It's freedom of speech. That's what it is.
You know, I'm never going to be the person on July 4th. It's like, woohoo, 4th of July, Independence Day, America, greatest country on earth. I'm
Facts.
not going to do that because, come on now, let's be serious. But I'm really not trying to hear that from nobody in no.
How come he has to be super gay? Don't tell me this dude doesn't smoke some serious pole. Don't tell me he doesn't choke on that cock. Do not tell me he does not go all the way down. Okay.
You know, I'm never going to be the person on July 4th. It's like, woohoo, 4th of July, Independence Day, America, greatest country on earth. I'm not going to do that because, come on now, let's be serious. But I'm really not trying to hear that from nobody in no 2024, not when our country is aiding and abetting a genocide, and not when the Supreme Court just said, you know, the president is above the law, actually. This is not the time for celebrating. This is the time for us to burn this motherfucker down.
Whoa! That got out of hand fast. That escalated quickly. Whoa, that really started off with like, I ain't celebrating no 4th of July. Not up in this bitch. And then it went real south. Let's play that ending. How did you get that much stupidity and how'd you get that much shit packed in there in like 25 seconds? It's always impressive how much retardation gets smashed into these videos. Okay, that escalated quickly. It went away. It went like, I don't want to celebrate 4th of July. Come on, 2024. You need to burn this fucking shit to the ground. He went to genocide and razing the country to the ground real fast there at the end there.
Abetting a genocide, and not when is aiding and abetting a genocide.
Okay, true or false? Is the United States aiding and abetting a genocide? The answer is false. I personally could not give less of a fuck about what's happening in the Middle East. I just don't care. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with any of us. I don't know anyone there. I don't live there. It's thousands of miles away. We shouldn't be involved. We shouldn't be sending money just into the middle of fucking nowhere. We shouldn't be sending money to you. We should be getting out of all these fucking conflicts. Fuck these. Especially when our country is, we need a lot of infrastructure. We need a lot of money spent here. Okay, I'll continue this.
And not when the Supreme Court just said, you know, the president is above the law, actually.
I got to pause each stupid thing. That's not... I guess these people read a tweet or they read one thing, like a headline on MSNBC, and they just run with it because that's not being an honest actor. That's lying. You're just not saying anything that happened. That's not true. So I don't know how many times to say this. We said this yesterday. It only happened recently, but that's not what the Supreme Court said. No one said the president is above the law. Like, I don't know how stupid you have to be. That's why I don't think it's stupidity. Maybe this person's stupid, but all the talking heads on TV, they're not that stupid. They're doing it on purpose. But it's hard to understand, right? Like, I think that's what we're all trying to do. We're trying to figure out how many people are just that stupid. And I really want to stay on this point for a second because I don't know what's scarier. Is that there's people that are that fucking dumb that believe that, or that there are people that are that fucking evil that are lying. I mean, it's both, right? You have real evil people that are lying and pretending like that's what happened, and then you have real stupid people like this that believe it. So it's both. And every time I see stuff like this, I think there's a part of me that, not that a part of me dies, but it's just, oh my God, we are surrounded by fucking evil and incompetence. And just stupid people. It's just so stupid. It's not even true. The Supreme Court actually upheld the Constitution. There's nothing about being above the law. Nothing about being above the law. You know, the Democrats are pretending this. They're using this as leverage. They're very, very grateful that this, I'm telling you, the deep state, they're very, very happy with this result. Because otherwise, Obama was up for grabs. You could impeach and you can prosecute Obama for, you know, all the drone strikes and shit like that. In other words, when you are president, when you are upholding public office that you're appointed to, you're going to have to do things that, and you're not a civilian. And people don't understand this. You're not a civilian anymore. You're part of that government entity. Like, you are not a civilian. I'm not saying you're not a citizen, but you're not a civilian. It doesn't mean you're above the law. It just means you're going to have to execute. Like, if you have to go to war and declare war on a country, like they bomb whatever happens and they bomb us, and okay, you know, you go to war. Was the president going to be held liable for going to war? An act of Congress and everyone votes, which is how you're supposed to go to war. Now we just kind of send money places and we don't have to declare war anymore. We just do shit, which is insane. Unelected people that, you know, the military industrial complex that just funnels money into these other countries. And we give $100 billion to Ukraine. We're not sending money to Ukraine. It's going right to Lockheed Martin. We're just sending them fucking rocket launchers. So anyway, the way it happens is, let's say, because they're acting like, oh my God, President Biden can now say and attack a hit, you know, or declare a hit on Trump. No, because what would happen is if the president like went and just shot Trump, he would get impeached, removed from office. You impeach the president, they're removed from office, and then you prosecute. And they go to prison or death penalty, whatever it will be. So they're just kicking and screaming because the Supreme Court gave a base decision, upheld the Constitution, and now they're upset because, oh, all these things that we're going to try to get Donald Trump for, now we're going to have to maybe it's going to be, you know, those things that we try to pin on him, you know, with the Stormy Daniels bullshit, and then, you know, all the other things they're trying to pin on him legally so they can keep him from running or try to, you know, bar him from running. Now it might not stick because if it's done under the, you know, while he was in office, then it's not above the law, but he can't be prosecuted like a civilian when he was in public office. Rumble just started? What do you mean it just started? Oh shit, I left the stream on. Are you serious? What? Hold on, let me check. I forgot I left the thing on. I just gave up on it. I forgot I'm actually glad I left it on if it's working now. Playing like normal? Oh, great. I'm glad it works. Hey, Rumble. All right, well, hold on. If you want to watch on Rumble, let me open it up. It's working fine now. Is it showing the whole show? No, it's definitely not. All right, so the show is like a partial. All right, whatever. So if people find it there, if people want to watch there, I don't care. We're almost done anyway. Well, okay, so I mean, it makes me happy that it wasn't me. I was trying to look and scramble. You just got a notification now. Jesus Christ. That only took 50 minutes. Oh, that's awful. So if I was trying to get the stream up before we streamed, I'm going to have to make sure that so I have to wait 50 minutes to do the show. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. All right, whatever. We're still rocking. Everyone's getting notifications. So it's on them, so they fucked up. I wonder if they're... why? I wonder if they're having some sort of issues because it's July 4th or something. Yeah, I don't know. This has never happened before. That's never happened before. So anyway, I'm glad that you guys... Look, we have other options, so anyway. I'm just going to be much more aware of that. We're going to have to be like, hey, we're good. So where was I? Where were we? Let's play the last 5 seconds. So he's just lying. I mean, I don't think he's lying. That's the thing. I think this guy is so stupid that he's being authentic. He's just an idiot. You know? So I don't know what's worse. If you actually are lying, or I think the lying is worse. I don't know, but to be that ignorant and just to believe this nonsense, I mean, it's definitely worse to be the person who's actively lying, you know, the people in the media that are just actively on purpose manipulating. But, you know, it's really bad in both ways. I don't know which one's worse. Is it true? Sean says the left is attacking conservative platforms. It's possible. There could be some sort of like DDoS attack. Yeah, Rumble has been ass all week. Hope it's because they're upgrading. I hope they are. Look, I like Rumble a lot, but you just can't compare it to YouTube and stuff. You just can't. Trying to compete against, against Google. But hopefully they continue to improve. So I'm willing to stick with Rumble through like the ups and downs, but it'll get better. It's only going to get better. We need it. We need Rumble for sure.
This is not the law, actually. This is above the law, actually. This is not the time for celebrating.
So this is not the time for celebrating.
The time for us to burn this motherfucker down.
So it's like, this is not the time for celebrating. The president's above the law. We're supporting a genocide. That's not the time for celebrating. It's time we burn this fucker to the ground. Bro, you're an idiot. You could say what you want on Rumble. Yeah, say what you want. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Look at my tainty man. Aww. Look at my sweet taintimian. Look at you. He's in the stockade. Isn't that what we call it? The stocks or whatever, when like they put their head and their arms through the wood block and everyone can throw tomatoes. Look at that sweet boy. Look at that sweet boy. Now you can't touch anything. You can't lick your ball sack. You can't touch your pee-pee now. No, he's doing good. His little, if you don't know, he has a little cone on because I just didn't want him licking the shit that we had to put on, spray on him. It got to the point where we need to get like a prescription thing from the vet, a little bacteria spray. So now he's got the little cone of shame. So it's cool. Like he walks around, we just go, shame, shame, shame. And he actually doesn't care at all. I think he actually likes it because he can rest his head. So we put it on him and he just didn't. I mean, most dogs, when you put a cone or anything on them, they try to like kick at it or like push it or like rub it off. Like, what is this? I just kind of put it on his neck and he's like, all right, well, I guess this thing's on my neck now. What's up? And he's walking around and like laying around. He hasn't scratched or like he didn't push or like rub on it or try to get it off. Just put this thing on his neck and he's kind of like, all right, I have this thing on my neck now. So this is what it's like now. But he's a good boy. All right. Any other questions or comments on those videos or this and the other? Krista Sparkles says, why is it always, quote, burn it down and not, quote, I should volunteer and make my community better and mentor kids and help at food banks and shelters? Well, it's always burn it down. It's because that's what the left does. It's just deconstructionist. That's what they do. They burn it down. That's why you have the intersectionality. You have the victim politics, the identity politics, which are victim politics essentially. And that's the whole point, is destroy, is break it down, break it down, break it down. Sow dissent, struggle sessions, invoke, not diversity, but invoke like dissent among the people. This is why every time you see something that came out with like Hunter Biden, you start seeing UFO shit pop up in the newspapers, or there'll be some sort of like this trans bullshit. That's just a great distraction. It's just a great distraction. And that's why there's that. You have the trans stuff. Then you have, each type of that. You have the surgery going after kids, and you have the gay parades and the pride, cult bullshit. And then you have, what else? You have the fat acceptance, and you have, it's just distraction. It's distraction and it's divisiveness, but it's distributed. And the more it's like, I don't know, shooting a window pane in 50 spots rather than putting a bullet through the same hole over and over again, right? It's going to go through once if you were a bullseye shot and it just went through the same thing. The window's broken, but you're not making it. Like they would it just fractures and shatters and everywhere. But this is a strategy. This is what communists do. Marxist, communists. Remember, communist is the application of Marxist ideology. So that's what this does. Like this has been done throughout history, where you'll have like local communities and people would go to local communities and actually infiltrate and set up meetings to actually sow dissent among local communities. And then eventually over time, all these local communities, you'd have all these people squabbling and fighting with one another because, he has more than me and she has 2 pots more than me. And that person has a little bit more land and that person has 5 chickens and I have 4, they shouldn't have 5 when I have 4. And then they just like, pointing fingers and, blaming everyone else for their problems, and you have all these local areas that it's like a plague. It is a plague. But then, of course, they're going to point at you and say that you're the plague, you're the problem. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing the people that are stupid, the people that are deconstructionists, the people that are burning it to the ground, blame you for burning it to the ground, right? They're saying, oh, Trump is above the law. No one's saying that. Biden's the one that's prosecuting his, the top opponent. The Democrats are the ones that are politically prosecuting or prosecuting the political opponents. So the Democrats and the left will do what they blame the other side is doing. They've been doing it this whole time. This is why this whole idea that Biden is mentally challenged, he might have dementia, he needs to be removed. Bro, I don't know what's worse, the fact that the president shits his pants and has dementia, or the fact that we knew that this was the case for over 5 years and everyone else was like, he's fine, he's alert, he's on point. We're like, are you using your fucking eyes? And now they're trying to gaslight you saying, did you know? Oh my God, he's not well. Yeah, we've been, oh, I forgot we were censored and had to go to Rumble and channel was shut down. Oh, I forgot we got censored when we were talking about experimental gene therapy. I couldn't talk about not wanting to put an experimental injection into my body when I was being forced that. Don't forget about that 4 years ago or 3 years ago. It was so soon. People just have this selective amnesia. Yeah, we were talking about this guy being an absolute demented old fucking bag of garbage years ago. He's been a bag of garbage his entire career. He's been shit. So it's like, I believe my eyes. I know what I'm seeing. And now they're pretending like they discovered that he is not well in his brain. This is talking about Joe Biden, this pathological liar. We're talking about the same person, right? Yeah. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Throwback time. Let's do a throwback. Happy 4th of July. What is this? What is this? These are all cringe. Let's do this because it looks... Yeah, we like punchable faces. We got a punchable face right here. Let's check it out.
I just went through the Taco Bell drive-thru because I'm a whore for Taco Bell. I just went through the Taco Bell drive-thru because I'm a whore for Taco Bell.
You what?
And do you know how they greeted me? They said, hello, ma'am.
I wonder why.
And then after handing me my food, said, thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
It sounds nice.
Bitch, what about me says ma'am?
Everything. The fact that you look like a woman because you're a woman.
I have a fucking red mullet.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly.
If I dye my hair red, it doesn't make me a woman. The guy was polite. Oh, how offended you must be for someone addressing you appropriately and politely and professionally. He called me ma'am, but my hair is red. I dyed my hair red. Why would he call me ma'am? Why would that make you a man? You dyed your hair. That's not... All right. I could get Mama Swole in here. That's not red, bro. Does anyone think that hair is red? That ain't red, son. Does that look red to anyone? I got my orange glasses on, so that ain't red. That's what, magenta? That's like a fucking hot pink. Bruh. But you ain't no bruh. Yo, biche. You got a vagine. You have a vagine. You absolutely do. You have a vagine.
Boys have a penis. Girls have a vagina.
She said, it's ma'am. Okay, it's ma'am. I dyed my hair hot pink. How dare you call me a woman? What? Okay, bro. Okay, bro, Jackson. Cool story, Hansel. Yeah, that's not red, ma'am. I love that green trolley. That's not red, ma'am, in all caps. Ooh. They ain't gonna like that one, son. They ain't gonna like that. They ain't gonna like that one bit. All right, fam, let's give away today's Swole card. It is, we have Mr. Tainty Man. Church is over here. She's sleeping, so I'm just going to leave her be. But we also have a Swole card. It's Make America Swole, fam. Let's give this biche a whirl. Let's give this biche a whirl. I said, oh, wait. There we go. Thank you, Falcon. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you, thank you. Falcon. Oh, we have a winner in the Telegram chat. It is Rihanna, Making America Swole. Congratulations! Oh, that's lovely. Landed right on it. Is that a little ghost thing emoji? Congratulations. That's just absolutely fantastic. Give you a little gorilla wave. Rihanna sent us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 2981 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Absolutely fucking great. That's fantastic. Say goodbye to the tainty man. And I will say in closing here, I don't know how I'm going to let people know about the Rumble situation, but you guys all know. Sorry about the Rumble situation. It was not me, obviously, but a bummer. Actually, I'm seeing this. I'm just doing this at the buzzer, just scrolling through the chat because I didn't see the Rumble chat because it wasn't working well. I saw a question that says from Razor 198042. Hey, Papa, squats or lunges better for gains? It really doesn't matter as long as you progressively overload. So pick a leg exercise you like, load it accordingly. But squats and lunges are both great. Just wanted to answer that just because I just saw it scrolling up. So apologies for the Rumble issue, even though it wasn't me. We had the stream key. We had everything locked in, and it just didn't stream for like, what did you guys just say? It was like 50 minutes. So even though I can't stand YouTube, I think Rumble, you definitely have more free speech. And we have, just so you know, we have gotten kicked off YouTube before. We might not continue streaming on YouTube. So make sure you do subscribe on Rumble and download it at least in case there's, in case that's not working. So definitely, was the priority. It's a streaming on Rumble, but it's actually, like today was a prime example as to why it's good to do a multi-stream. And of course we have the Telegram chat, which is great. But yeah, I didn't even notice. I just noticed like how many people were watching, like the little eye thing, and it just started going down, and no chat was popping up. I'm like, why aren't people chatting on Rumble? Where's everyone? And then I went, it said like X amount of people waiting. Why are you waiting? I've been streaming for 30 or 40 minutes. But any other comments at the end? So anyway, I think there's only a partial episode probably on Rumble, but of course we'll have this full one on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. But we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll turn this bad boy around. So hopefully, it it doesn't fuck up tomorrow, and hopefully they weren't getting hacked or I don't know what that was, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. Jay Reed says in the Telegram chat, it's sad that free speech is even a question. Well, that's the thing. You have a lot of people, even Supreme Court justices, the leftist ones, that actually are not in favor of the Constitution. So you have constitutionalists like Alito and Clarence Thomas, and they're so evil, they're so mean. You need to be a constitutionalist. You need to be. You need to protect that document. You need to protect the rights of the citizens. I mean, we live in a very different time than when it was written, but humans are still humans, and human nature is still human nature. And you're seeing this. You're seeing this now. And this is what, the West has fought against for, I guess at this point, technically like centuries, but like decades and decades and decades against the communist and Marxist propaganda. And this kind of infiltrated these, quote, like utopian, I don't know, pipe dream that these people have. But you can't take people's labor and pretend like it's a human right. If it requires someone else's labor, it's not a human right. So we have inalienable rights and things that you can't take away. We have the right to defend ourselves. We have the right to personal property. Like, we have these rights as people, and that's what they're going for. That's why 2 + 2 = 5, right? The whole classic Orwellian shtick. But that's why a man is a woman and a woman is a man. A trans woman is a woman. And you have all this language, but it matters. That's why we cover this stuff. That's why we cover the culture stuff, because that's where it's coming from. That's where politics is coming from. And being in the thick of it, yeah, it seems like it's happening fast. It sounds like it's so crazy. Then you go outside and you're like, well, I don't see this stuff around me. Well, I don't see it. Everything looks fine. It's like a delayed fuse. Like, it's coming. Like, this is why it's just kind of like an acceleration, because communication can happen so fast. So these ideas, and these terrible ideas, good ideas too, but terrible ideas, spread so quickly. So it's very important to be aware of this and to push back on it as hard as you can, because this is the world that your kids and grandkids are going to inherit. And I'm not a fan of that. So we have to push back, and it's what a lot of people don't want to listen to. A lot of people don't want to face it. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to think that this is happening. So it's easier to plug their ears. La, 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 la. I'm just going to go to the football game. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm just going to go to the movies, blah, blah. Let me watch my TV show. Hey, have you seen this new show? It's 15 seasons. I watched it all in 2 days. And people just want to plug their ears, not pay attention, and pretend like it doesn't affect them. But then it comes knocking on their door and they wonder, like, why didn't anyone tell me? It's because you're choosing to not pay attention. And you have these fucking idiots. You have that dude, burn that shit to the ground, the video that we watched today. You have really evil people that are spreading sinister fucking ideas. And there are just the most idiotic, ignorant, and stupid fucking people that believe it. And that's a problem. That's a real problem. And again, I don't know what's worse, the stupidity of people to believe it or the evil. And of course, it's going to be the evil, the person that's proactively like, I'm going to say something that's not true. But it's just, they're both bad. They're both bad. And the fact that politics has become this kind of reality show. Federal politics should not be a reality show. It should be state. It should be local. You should have a small federal government that protects the borders. That it's not even doing, doesn't protect the borders, let everyone in, right? There's certain things that if we're going to have a federal government that it should do. But all these three-letter agencies that have people that were never appointed, that just are there for decades and decades and decades behind the scenes pulling strings. Like a lot of that's coming to the surface and the information's out there. They're not having it, but it's very easy for the average person that has a job and kids or whatever. And they just want to close their eyes, plug their ears and pretend like it's not happening and talk about the latest sports game or the latest TV show on Netflix. And they want to do that. And there are people that make money and have channels that talk about that stuff. And I get it. People like escape and people have certain interests. And yeah, I like TV shows too. And I like comedies and all that stuff. But if you're not addressing this stuff head on and really pushing back on it and speaking up in your own life, like this is coming for you and your children, it's coming to an area near you. And you see this stuff popping up in quote unquote red areas and blue areas in the country and rural, in places that you would never have thought. Like, why is this woke ass shit spreading like crazy in Texas, like in Houston and Austin? Why are these places like just completely decaying and falling prey in what you would think of as like, that's, Texas is what you think of when you think of America. It's like America, Texas, flag, big trucks, guns, ranches, beef. Like it's spreading everywhere. Everywhere's got the virus. So no matter what state it is, we have these types of agents, so to speak, that are facilitating this. And each individual person is a cell. Each individual person with a phone, with a hashtag that can spread this kind of information. You have bots and all this kind of stuff that kind of makes it more nuclear. But yeah, don't get distracted. Stay focused. And when you see stupid shit, call out the stupid shit. And don't be afraid to speak up, because if you don't speak up, it will be too late. No one speaks up until they can't speak up anymore. And they're like, no one else is speaking up, so I'm not going to speak up. And then by the time they knock on your door, it's like, hey, everyone's already in the camps. Everyone's already shipped away. It's too late. No one else left. So, look, the Constitution is extremely important. Protecting is extremely important. And the gaslighting is it's just next level. It's next level. The left and the Democrats have been blaming the other side or anyone else, anyone they don't like, anyone that they feel is a threat to their power, everyone and anyone blaming all of you for what they're doing. They're blaming the other side. Well, Trump is going to prosecute. He's going to get vengeance. So let's lock him up first. That's great. He's going to kill us, so we're going to kill him. What? It's like they're doing everything that they're blaming the other side for. So anyway, if you are going to be out today, be smart. It's hot as fuck, so don't get too much sun. Don't do anything that's going to affect you making those sick fucking gains. Stay focused. Enjoy time with your friends and family. If you're off, enjoy the weather. Go make some gains. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow for 2982, and we'll have a great time. And I believe we're going to have an overtime segment. We may or may not have a DWG. We see if we can get it edited because it's a holiday. So we'll see. But tomorrow we'll definitely have an episode and got more stuff to cover as we move forward. But I appreciate you all. And thanks for sticking with. And we'll see you tomorrow for 2082. By the way, swolenormousx.com if you want to join this amazing Swole fan. And if you can't watch on Rumble, you can watch on YouTube. You can join the fam and you can get access to all the private live streams like the Daily Swole Telegram chat. When shit's going sideways, you can always get your stream and access to all the private episodes, roundtables, accountability meetings, all that great stuff, the private chats, including all the programs, yoga, and more. Like I said, we have an app coming, so big specials for the 4th of July, swolenormousx.com, and get 20% off merch also over at papaswolio.com. So don't worry, you're going to the fucking gym, and take us to the fucking gym with you. So join the fam, cover your nips with some great merch. Appreciate you guys being here. Too bad that Rumble didn't stream for like the first 45 minutes, but hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. So go make some gains. What's wrong with too much sun? Well, too much sun. I think you just answer your question, Steve-O, on Rumble. You don't want too much sun. You want just enough. So in other words, don't get roasted. Don't get roasted. Use shade. Use covering. Don't put on that garbage chemical trash sunblock. Go outside, get some sun, then go in the shade for a little bit. Put on a shirt and then go back out and get some more sun. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Enjoy. Peace McGee's, Deuce McGoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard to the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies.